There's help you can qualify for right away. I've tasked my senior advisor, Cedric Richmond.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
China used to be ranked number 8, and now 9, excuse me.
Well, which is it?
What a congressional delegation. Holy God. I can't do anything without checking in on the delegation. You know what I mean? It's the most powerful and most talented delegation, I think, in the country. Powerful and most talented delegation, I think, in the country.
You gotta have about 100 pounds of brain damage.
Because of the significant decline in revenues. Significant decline in revenues. Significant decline in revenues. And there's simply no reason for it. This is the United States of America, for God's sake. This is the United States of America, for God's sake.
Him sad, brain broken.
Well, then Secretary Buttigieg at my crest called them out. Buttigieg at my crest called them out. It invests billions of dollars in research and development, workforce training, manufacturing incentives to bring the semiconductor manufacturing back to America. To bring the semiconductor manufacturing back to America.
His brain is like scrambled eggs up there.
Folks, look. I also signed the groundbreaking Chips and Science Act. We have the most qualified workforce in the world. When I was speaking to the the South Koreans investing in the chips factories here with $100 billion.
I'm afraid that ship has sailed.
From NASA, that knows more about radiation than any doctor does, to the Defense Department, that has the ability to calculate, and the Energy Department, do 1 billion calculations per second. These are just a few of the ideas that illustrate the amazing potential. The amazing potential. The amazing potential. I'll use my authorities as president to increase funding, to break log jams, and to speed breakthroughs. There's nothing beyond our capacity.
That actually was pretty funny.
And Jake, I should say, Auchincloss, to reduce maternal mortality and morbidity, something Vice President Harris is laser focused on.
You got it right the first time.
But despite the progress of life extended, we're not sharing their results with their peers or the public because they wanted to have the answer.
What kind of talk is that, Joey?
We know too little about why treatments work for some patients, but the different patient with the same disease, because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept. One we are unwilling to postpone.
I feel tongue-tied and a little headachy.
Is that going through what I call ARPA-H, Advanced Research Project Agencies for Health. But then those basic research breakthroughs need to be tested. Or anything else like next-generation fuels and materials.
I can feel it like it's right in my neck.
And lower the cost of life-saving insulin for children and families as well. Last year, a family of 4 saved $2,400.
You were incredible at math.
And this new law also locks in place the one we passed a month ago. The one we're here for today.
Nice babble.
It's going to lower health care premium costs for families and get their coverage under the Affordable Care Act by about $800 a year.
He's completely out of his mind. He's probably still drunk from last night.
I have flown in a helicopter with governors of 5 states over this last year over the fires and the burning tundra, the burning forest. And all our distinguished guests, CEOs, advocates, activists, advocates, activists.
That's easy for you to say.
And I've said that day that I was determined. And you deserve a huge round of applause. His
brain has not only been washed, as they say, it has been dry cleaned.
Will create good paying union jobs. Increase energy security. By the way, I keep talking about union jobs, but for years, Big Pharma blocked Medicare from negotiating lower drug prices.
This turkey is totally brain dead.
Your cost of your insulin will be $35 for every insulin.
$35 for every insulin.
And American manufacturer is coming back. 6,680 manufacturers. 6,680 manufacturers.
6,680 manufacturers.
Because I know there's a God somewhere.
Weatherize their homes, saving hundreds of dollars a year because they're not going to have the heat seeking out through the windows. But Republicans choose not to join us. In the end, every single Republican will be voted against this historic law.
What the hell was that?
No corporation will have to pay, they'll have to pay a minimum tax of 15%, just 15%. When we tell the powerful interests, no, you're not going to get your way. This time, not this year, not this time, not now.
I'm so confused.
So every 5 years, Congress gets to vote. Unleash American manufacturing to own the global market on electric vehicles. We're going to fight the environmental justice for environmental justice.
He's losing his mind.
One of the reasons why my dad moved from Scranton, when coal died, everything died. Had to find new ways to learn new skills. Governor Whitmer, thank you for the invitation today.
You have brain damage?
He had to spend more time with me than he never thought during the two administrations ago. Companies have announced new investments of more than $36 billion in electric vehicles.
Well, that is one way to say it.
American manufacturing is roaring back. Just since I've been in office. We're going to be working with companies, community colleges, technical schools, union-led apprenticeship training program.
Aloha. Sorry about your brain.
And I know every single neighborhood and most homes in your city. We're also going to invest $7 billion to make American car companies. Unemployment rate is 3.7%, near a 50% low, a 50-year low.
Nah, I suck at math. I'm good at weed.
It's just critical. They're keeping the economy moving. We got a way to go, but I want to thank them all. To honor his memory, last year during the Asian American History Month. So, we face at this moment, in my view, an inflection point.
His brain is gone.
And hold social media platforms accountable for spreading hate and fuel violence. That's what this summit is all about. Another core value is standing united.
He's out of his mind. The old man has finally lost it.
And if you're on Medicare and you have diabetes, your insulin is going to be capped at $35 a month instead of 30 times that. It's long overdue for Senate Republicans to come to the table and provide a pathway for citizenship for dreamers. Secretary Becerra, I want to tell you how that law of funding close the racial gap. We're going to be able to do all this while reducing the deficit. While reducing the deficit. While reducing the deficit.
That's not a word.
It's going to replace poisonous lead pipes. So every child in America, specifically those in Hispanic communities, we saw the biggest one-year drop in Hispanic unemployment on record. About a year and a half ago, whereas a large crowd like this.
Damn it! Who typed a question mark on the teleprompter? For the last time, anything you put on that prompter, Burgundy will read.